Welcome to the Tea Lifestyle Journal. I'm Donna Tokugawa, one of the tea docents here at Chado Inn. And in our series, How to Enjoy Japanese Tea at its Best, we're going to show you how to choose from all the vessels out there, how to brew Japanese tea based on its characteristics so you no longer have to rely on someone's directions, and how to choose tea based on the season or your occasion. We're going to break tea really down into three categories: small leaf tea, which will be our senchas, fukamushis, and gyokudos; medium leaf tea, teas such as karigane, genmatcha, genmatcha midori; and then our twig and large leaf teas, which would be bancha, hogicha, and kyoto bancha. When we select a vessel, it is really like choosing the pair of shoes we're going to wear with an outfit. First it needs to work, and then it needs to be pretty. So in determining what will work best with a small leaf tea, a Kyushu is really going to be your best choice. Now if you look at Kyushus, contemporary Kyushus being made today, on the inside you'll see this very tight mesh that's actually attached to the Kyushu. This prevents the leaf from escaping the vessel at all. Not that there's anything wrong with that leaf being in our teacup. It's very delicious and nutritious, but it certainly does detract from the beauty of the cup, so we like to keep it in there. Now this is a larger Kyushu that was really quite appropriate for 2 or 4 people. Again, you'll see the mesh on the inside, and these are really very easy to clean. It's not a removable decanter, but using one of these simple little scrapers you can clean right into your dryer. So not a problem at all. Now if you are out at some of the flea markets or antique stores and you come across some of these wonderful old pieces, which are really quite treasures, you'll notice on the inside that they do not have that wire mesh, but rather very small little holes. Now this is not being done in contemporary everyday teaware any longer, but if you're fortunate and find a fabulous old piece like this, feel comfortable using it for your small leaf, knowing that it's going to work. Now, what is still being made today are beautiful pieces of art such as this large handmade Kyushu. This gorgeous red glaze with the sakura flowers, cherry blossom flowers, with details even inside the lid, the tiniest of attention being paid to every little detail. But you'll see that there are very small holes in this piece of art, quite frankly. They took the time to do that because this is a very special piece and a piece of art. You'll notice the design is on the back side, and this is so when I'm serving the tea, you, my guest, will be able to enjoy the beauty of the teapot, and that's why they actually put the design that way. So these are very appropriate for your small leaf. Contemporary with the mesh attached, antique with very small holes, are beautiful pieces of art where they take the time to put the tiny little holes into it. This is not a Kyushu at all, but a very traditional looking teapot. It's a double line, so it'll remain cool to the touch. When you look inside, there's a removable infuser, again to go right into your dryer, because there are so many things to do with these tea leaves beyond the teacup, and I'm going to be showing you some of those in one of our next segments. So this is quite appropriate for your medium leaf tea. Karigane would be very nice. Now this cute little sassy little teapot, she's very... I say she looks like a sassy little lady here. A small vessel, but very large holes on the inside. This would be very nice for a genmatcha or a medium-sized leaf tea. So you can see it doesn't have to be a Kyushu shape, doesn't have to be Japanese style at all to work quite nicely for Japanese teas. If you'd like to use a Kyushu, though, for your medium, they have some wonderful ones. This is a Hagi piece. You'll see much larger holes on the inside. Hagis have a very beautiful, distinctive glaze that now that you've seen it, you'll always know a Hagi piece. And this one is mine. It's actually aged about 3 years now. You can see how the crackle begins to form on the glaze. I think it really makes it more beautiful than the day I actually acquired it. Glass teapots, a small size for 1 or a larger size for 2 or more, are really very nice for your larger leaf and some of your medium leaf teas. You'll notice it's a very nice large vessel, nothing to prevent the leaf from totally dancing in there and becoming fully infused. And then this tiny little coil right in the spout that holds all the leaf back. It's very, very effective, and it's nice to be able to see it brewing, actually. Now you'll see these very large teapots often in Japanese restaurants, certainly in every Japanese home. These are really reserved for your twig teas or perhaps even a Kyoto Bancha, a very forgiving tea, a tea that's happy to remain in the liquor. Most small leaf and medium leaf teas are not happy remaining in the liquor, which is why the teapots are small. It's intended for you to brew it, decant it, and reinfuse again right away. Now, probably the most contemporary way we could enjoy Japanese tea today would be in a double-lined glass cup such as this. The infuser is actually laser cut, so it's very, very tight. You could probably have very nice success with this, with just about any Japanese tea other than, I would not try a Gyokuro. But if you prefer not to have the ritual of a teapot, this is a very lovely way that you can enjoy Japanese teas. Now this is a cooling vessel, a very traditional style, used to cool the water. When I brew some for you, I'll show you how that's actually done. A glass teapot, or glass pot that could be used as a cooling vessel or as a serve pot, and then a very traditional serve pot. Because Japanese teas brew very quickly, it's intended for you to decant it right away into a serve pot, and then from your serve pot into your cups. Now you'll notice I went right past this gorgeous tetsu bean. Tetsu beans were originally used in Japan to boil water. They're very heavy and sturdy. They never were glazed on the inside or enameled. They were actually cast iron, and the iron actually helped soften the water to make the water nicer to boil and create your tea. Now, I don't know why we got the idea. Maybe we fell in love with the relief or maybe the beautiful large design, but somehow along the line we enameled the inside, we dropped an infuser in these, and then we thought we could brew tea. This is not a teapot. This is a kettle. If you use something like this to brew Japanese tea, you're going to end up with burnt leaves and a very bitter cup. So please resist the temptation. You don't have to avoid having these beautiful pieces, however. It's a wonderful addition to your tea collection to bring it to your table with hot water. Use it to refill your kyusus and teapots as you reinfuse your premium teas for 4 or 5, some of them up to 8 times. Okay, I hope that this has helped you in understanding what vessels will actually work and gives you the confidence for you to choose what you think will be pretty in your tea collection. I look forward to seeing you again in our next segment where we're going to be brewing a Gyokuro. We look forward to seeing you then. Thank you for joining us.